Hello, all you bladers!
Lucifer the End prototype versus all the attack type A's that I have. So obviously the driver's Yard because it's most similar to Drift besides Wave, which I don't have. 2A because it's similar to the bottom part of the Lucifer the End ring. And the Lucifer the End ring has shock absorption gimmick. So since the rubber's more exposed in 6-wing mode, we're going to put it in 6-wing mode to pretend as if it's exposed for the second 5, and we're going to keep it in 3-wing to make it a bit weaker for the first 5, and then obviously we're going to, the layer is Glide because it has 3 points. I would use Curse for the free spinning gimmick, but I don't have Curse. And let's do this. Okay, first is Xeno Excalius. We're gonna do 2 points for the first 5 and then 3 points for the second 5 attack types. First finish, Xeno Excalius is out. God Valkyrie. Do the repeat.
Lucifer is just sitting there waiting for Valkyrie to lose its stamina.
Yep, solid defense by Lucifer.
Looks like Lucifer takes it.
So we're gonna do one more round with Valkyrie, seeing as Lucifer has only 1 point.
Well, it does kind of make sense because he has an evolved Sparking, which beat Volt. His first they beat Volt, and then he evolved it again.
Yeah, so he's probably gonna beat you in the next episode.
Yeah.
And Lucifer the End takes it. So next bay up is gonna be Z Achilles with Destroy and Dagger.
Lucifer the End prototype is dodging and defending at the same time.
Nice knockback.
Looks like it does a super good recoil attack, and Lucifer takes it.
Interesting launch by Ghost Blader.
I messed up the launch.
Nope, Z Achilles is going down.
Even if I did mess up the launch, Lucifer would have still won.
Yep, so next bay up is going to be Chozi Achilles.
Okay, going around. Nice. Yep. Almost.
Lucifer, Radiant Wall!
Radiant Wall! Okay, Chozi Achilles loses. We're gonna do one more round because it's 2 points and 3, 2, 1. First finish. So Lucifer the End takes it by a score of 3-0. First, the next 5 are a lot more powerful, so these are going to be the 3 points. First up is the hard hitter Zwei Longinus.
So guys, right now we're in 3-wing mode, and then we're going to switch it up to a little 6-wing mode.
Very hard hit, but Lucifer the End stays in. It gets 1 point. Longinus is going around.
Looks like Lucifer staying in the center of this one, instead of attacking brutally.
Nice defense.
That's why Longinus lost a chunk of stamina.
Lucifer might... no, Lucifer's gonna take this one. Okay, Lucifer the End with a 2nd point, so this is the last round. 3, 2, 1, let it... Longinus gets payback, 2-1. 2, 1, let Longinus gets the 2nd point, so it's 2-2. Longinus might actually be the first to beat this prototype.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my dad now.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Well, Longinus gets the 3rd point, so Lucifer got 2 points in a row, and Longinus snatches the next 3, so Zwei Longinus is the first bay to beat the Lucifer the End prototype, and in 6-wing mode, which means the shock absorption points are exposed too. Next up is going to be even more powerful bay, Prime Apocalypse.
I think 6-wing mode is actually worse.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Whoa!
Apocalypse, you got this. You got this, Apocalypse. Just go around.
Apocalypse lost the chunk of stamina. Oh, they're both losing stamina!
And Apocalypse takes it. With Lucifer the End, obviously with the Drift Driver it won't do this, and it neither would with the Wave. But since we have Yard, whenever it tilts, it does Emperor Drift, then it just stops spinning.
Yeah.
So whenever it gets too angled, it just tilts and stops spinning. 3, 2, 1. Apocalypse is hitting Lucifer. Oh, knockout! So 2-0. 1, let it. Nice. Lucifer unleashes a counterattack. And it's defending super nice. Oh no, knockout.
Lucifer just got beaten up by these 2 days. I guess
Yeah.
well, I think it's because of the drift.
Next is going to be the most powerful GT Beyblade. It's going to be Lord Spriggan. Right spin only. Gonna try to put this in its balance mode to try and stamina finish.
I'm not gonna be surprised if Lord Spriggan win this one.
Yeah. Lord Spriggan gets knocked out, so Lucifer the End gets 1 point. So far, the only Bay to actually beat variant Lucifer the End is Prime Apocalypse and Zavire Longinus, and Prime Apocalypse actually beat it 3-0. Lord Spriggan is attacking, it's bouncing off the walls right now. Oh, that was actually Lucifer.
That was actually Lord Spriggan that won that one.
Yeah, because Lucifer got knocked out just a bit earlier, so it's 1-1, right?
Yeah, I guess right at the first hit, Lucifer lost a lot of stamina.
Yep, 3, 2, 1. Lord Spriggan, Lord Spriggan is just way too fast. Lord Spriggan's attack style is different because Dimension is so round.
I think it would have been better in full-on low mode because it would have had a grip on the stadium.
Yep, so Lucifer gets 2 points. We're doing a 4th round, and Lord Spriggan's attack style is different because normally it's just a flower pattern with attack types, but because of the Dimension driver, it bounces off the walls, loses stamina, and it's going way too fast for even Lord Spriggan to handle. So it's 2-1. Lord Spriggan
I
on
put
the...
it in solo mode.
Okay? Lord Spriggan takes the 2nd point.
Knocks out of the stadium like it was nothing.
Yep, Ghost Blader's device worked.
2-2, I think. No, 2-3.
2-2. Ghost Blader did tell me to put it in low mode, and it worked. I am in low mode right now. So 2-2. Let's see if Lord Spriggan can beat Lucifer. Did you beat Lucifer?
No, I didn't.
Okay, okay. Spriggan is going around.
It was losing a lot of stamina. But
Yeah.
I think Spriggan's got the edge on this one. Yeah.
And Spriggan takes it, so Spriggan beats Lucifer by a score of 3-2. Next
I
up is
think the
gonna
reason
be...
why Luminor and Apocalypse won is because of the drift driver. Like, it just sprays and slams.
Yep, next up is gonna be a true test of stamina. It's gonna be Imperial Dragon. Ignition driver doesn't work for electric mode. 3, 2, 1. Although, since they're both really big bays, Imperial Dragon's driver does scrape a lot more than the Yard, but yeah, it's heavier, so Imperial Dragon gets the first points. I think the only chance that Lucifer has is to attack and attack and attack. And it's working. And it will be Lucifer, 1-1. Lucifer is attacking Dragon, knocking it off balance.
I see if Lucifer can get his balance for this one. Wait for
No.
Dragon just to stabilize.
The only chance you got to beat Dragon is either to have more life after death, more stamina, or to just keep on attacking. If you attack but then stop attacking, that gives Dragon a chance to recover. The only
I'm
way
really
is to...
surprised that Lord Spriggan and beat it, but I won't really be that surprised if Imperial Dragon beat it.
Yeah. you gotta keep on attacking the dragon and make it spray, or else it'll recover and it's all over. You gotta attack, Lucifer. That's all. That's what you gotta do. Just keep on attacking. Keep on attacking. That's it. That's it. Yep. You gotta keep on attacking the dragon. If you give it a chance to recover, it's all over. So it's 2-2. This is the last point. Then we're gonna move on to something that'll definitely beat it 3-0. It's gonna be Brave on 2S since the prototype has 2A. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Finish. But it's not over yet.
Tip or the bay.
It's not over
We're just
yet.
gonna count the tip spinning just because it's going really fast.
Yeah.
Normally we don't really count the tip.
And it will be Lucifer still. It burst dragon, hit the layer, still spinning, and took out the driver. So Lucifer beats dragon. It lost against Lord Prime and Zwei. And now we're gonna do it against Brave Valkyrie, Yellow Chip Core, and 2S. Since the prototype has the red chip core and 2A, this is definitely gonna beat it 3-0. 3-0, especially since the evolution driver is half awakened, if you can see that right there. It's almost fully awakened. I don't really like it when it's fully awakened because it just goes around and loses stamina. But when it's half awakened, it's perfectly in control.
Yeah, it's pretty awakened.
Yeah, when it's fully awakened, it's just way too fast. Like my Hasbro evolution is awakened and it's just way super fast. Like even if I angle launch it, it just goes around super fast, loses stamina, and then sits in the center. When it's half awakened, that's when it's at a perfect controllability stage. This is the moment where Brave is at its strongest, especially since 2S is probably better than 2A on Brave. Unless, except counting for the rubber, but, 2S is heavier, so. Yeah, this is where Brave shines when it's almost awakened but not quite there yet. It's got that controllability, it's still got the stamina, and it's got the hard attacks. So I don't think Lucifer's gonna get a single point. Oh, okay, yeah, Lane's got a few tricks up its sleeve, and Lane gets the...
It's almost like both when we launched, they both flashed into there, but the tip didn't also.
Yep. So it's 2-1. Lucifer did the unexpected.
So 2-1, just make
3.
sure let's pop.
Yeah, Brave is gonna destroy this bay. It's gonna
Maybe
destroy
not,
it.
because now Brave Valkyrie isn't spinning around the stadium, and
No, I still think it's gonna destroy it. Just watch.
you're probably right.
And Brave will take it, so,
That
yeah.
was actually didn't really destroy it that much.
Yeah, it still did pretty good, but if it was attacking, it would have. So that's gonna end it off. Then let's talk about the conclusions. So these are the bays that beat Variant Lucifer. Prime Apocalypse destroyed it. It beat it by a score of 3-0. Brave pretty much destroyed it, except Lucifer pulled off an unexpected knockout. Lord Spriggan beat it by a score of 3-2. I feel like it just lost because it was way too fast, bouncing off the walls, and Zwei Longinus still beat it, but it didn't do as well as the other three nearly. I feel like it was just the impact that got Lucifer knocked out. So yeah, these are the 4 bays that managed to beat it. It pretty much destroyed the other ones, except it almost lost to Imperial Dragon, but managed to get that burst at the end. I think that this prototype is, it's not very good, but I also feel like it's not very good because of the limited parts that we have. Like if we had the Wave driver and the first ring and the Lucifer chip, which is all the parts that I would use instead, I feel like it would be a lot better. But this prototype is definitely, even though we have limited parts, it's definitely still a good way to test out what Lucifer the End is going to perform like, and I feel like it's going to be pretty good. The only thing that lost with this is because it's light and the Emperor Drift, but you don't need to worry about that because Lucifer the End is going to be insanely heavy, and the Drift driver is definitely not going to do Emperor Drift.
I think the only reasons why and Apocalypse won it is because, So Apocalypse won because Lucifer kept on like sort of like drifting and smashing into the pockets, and then the reason why Zwei won is because like Zwei like it was just hitting it really hard, which caused it on an angle. So Zwei was in a really good position to beat Lucifer. So yeah, and Brave and Lord were probably gonna beat it anyway.
Yeah, surprisingly though, I thought Brave was going to be the best, but Apocalypse managed to pull it off. I feel like that's just because of the wall shape. But yeah, this was definitely a fun video. We might do some more one-on-one matches, like maybe we'll do Lucifer versus like Lord Spriggan, like a full battle video, or maybe we'll do it against some like other bays like Mirage, Fafnir, and whatnot. Maybe, probably not, because those are stamina types, and we know Mirage Fafnir is just gonna spin steal. We might do it against some of these specific attack types again. Maybe we'll do some triple battles with it. But yeah, overall this was a very fun video. This is definitely not what the Lucifer the End actual Bray is going to perform like. It's going to be a lot better because obviously this is a prototype. It has the guard driver, doesn't have the heavy chip, doesn't have the rubber gimmick, and it's not free spinning. So if we had Curse Lucifer on the wave driver, it would perform better. But I feel like this is still good enough to see if we put it against some like low tier attack types. Like I feel like Zwei was a pretty good matchup for it because it was like 3-2. But yeah, this was very fun. This is my first time making a prototype. We usually won't be making prototypes often because of our parts, but if we do find a combo that is similar to the Bay that's going to release, we'll definitely make that prototype. But yeah, this was very fun. Stay tuned for some more Hasbro battles, and I do have a new series coming up. And yeah, so stay tuned for more epic battles, and until then, peace out.
Thank you for watching and subscribe for more epic battles.
And until next time, have fun and keep on blading.